Oh, that doesn't get any easier, does it? Oh, no. No, stand back, stand back. It's a better view. Wait, right over there. Oh, no. Oh, I don't have as much control over my wings whenever I'm transforming like that. Oh, goodness. No. It's fine. Okay, so we have all 60 here counted for. Got you. And we have someone who can blacksmith. A tailor. We need at least 5 farmers. And a couple of backups. Oh, that's good. 8 is good. Okay. And we have an apothecary. Good. All right. Do we have an herbalist? Well, sometimes apothecaries aren't the herbalist. Just making sure. All right. So then we also need some school teachers for the wonderful wet nurses. Wonderful. Great. Gotta love that milk. What? Yeah, exactly. What? I was hoping you didn't catch that, lovely. Okay. And, no, that sounds great. Yes, no, we definitely need some guards. And it sounds like they are going to be a good bunch. And what about those ladies over there? Oh, good. Some cooks and... Well, no, I was thinking something we should establish is everybody who is, doesn't necessarily have a partner or a family. They're going to need someone to help them, cook for them and whatnot. What about some... Gotcha. Yeah, some general workers. They're going to do the laundry, other things that we may need done around the house. Wonderful. No, I love to hear it. Okay. That sounds good too. Look at you thinking ahead. We're absolutely going to need some higher education, some people to research future technology and things that we are going to need. I love hearing how forward thinking you are. Very good. I did have one question though. Well, no, I didn't want to ask you. I can ask you it here. I just don't want to say it out loud. What about that woman in the cloak? Yeah. Slimmer side, at least from what I could tell. It was, I was worried about the king's guards coming in, but, she looked very, very beautiful, and I was wondering if you could, tell me a little bit about her. Oh, nothing. It's just that, no one else was wearing a cloak or guarding themselves or hiding themselves away. I was just wondering. Interesting. What about your ex? No, you do not get to react like that with me. No, you're the one who told me you definitely would not be bringing her. Well, yes, I am the one that said you definitely weren't allowed to bring her. Is that her? It better not be. Because if it is, I promise you, all promises, she is not safe here. I will destroy her, I will kill her, I will end her, and I will do so with absolutely no mercy. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve a lick of mercy, given everything that she has put you through. And again, I want us to have our best chance, and this is our land and our kingdom, and you can't have a fresh start with her here. What do you mean she's trustworthy? She left you. Baby, darling, she doesn't love you as much as I do. She can't possibly. So therefore she can't be here. It doesn't make a hill of beans to have her here. At all. Whatsoever. So I am telling you, you need to tell me who the woman in the cloak is now. Okay. No? I just have to trust you. What? Yes, I've got to go. Well, the next part of the plan. Baby, you are going to stay here and get the people acclimated. Assign them to their homes. Show them where the stuff that they are going to need is and provisions. That land is full of people who are going to be hunting down the 60 that are gone. That king views them as his property. He's going to use all of his resources to get them, and we have few precious hours before everyone's going to wake up tomorrow and wonder where did all these people go, and they're damn sure not going to think it was the rapture. And then they're going to come looking. And when they figure out that there is a dragon starting a whole new village so close to them, they are going to seek revenge. And I have to end it now. Well, yeah. No, I know there's some innocent people there, but you don't know everybody that's there, and the people you know don't know everybody that's there. That's how these things go. We took a risk by not going off of the people that you know, but you didn't know enough people, so we had to go off of people that they knew. There's only so far out of that circle. The further from the circle the center of the circle we get, the less trustworthy those people are. That king killed my family. We put him on that throne. We took care of him. My father trusted him, and he successfully killed most of the members of my family, most of the people who are of my kind. I was lucky to get away, especially with my siblings. And they're going to be hatching soon, and they're going to need a safe place to exist. And our family needs a safe place to be. So if you're going to take my side and be the king that you were meant to be, because I can see into that heart, you are worthy of this, my love, my darling. There are some things that you're going to have to just look the other way on. And I hate it that this is one of those. But I have got to go do what I have to do. No, I promise you this. I'll tell you the details when I get back. And after that, I will do nothing. Absolutely nothing that you don't fully approve of. But for now, I have to go work. I'll be back, my love. Goodbye. I'll be back soon, I promise. I'll be back soon. Goodbye, my love. Mwah. What are you doing here? Babe, how did you get here? Huh, interesting. No, I should have known that you would have strayed on some days when I was away. Would have met those silliest fays. Well, did you decide what you wanted to be? No, there's a goblin girl. She's a husband that they're busy deciding what he is going to be. No, they're in another forest not too far away, but they're connected. Well, the forests aren't connected, but what keeps us all the way we are is connected. That's another story for another day. Anyways, no, I figured you hadn't. That is not why you're here. We're not here to discuss what you want to be turned into. Really? Dragonborn? Well, you won't be Dragonborn, but you will be a dragon boy. That warms my heart. And yeah, no, you're right. It is warm in here. Well, that's because I set everything on fire. Well, it's kind of the way I destroy everything. Dragon. Oh, those are all, those are undead. No, yeah, you're right. You're very astute. You're very observant. Those are undead. Look, I'm a black and red dragon. I figured you would know a little something something. Necromancer, you know? I mean, the way you had me hitting those high notes and screaming like a banshee all those nights, I thought that you would know exactly, what I kind of do. I raised an army of undead. And no, it was a gift that I learned after my parents died. I did try, but they've been gone for too long. That's a depressing story for another day. Anyways, they are going and bringing back anything that could be useful and hasn't been too damaged or isn't damaged yet back to the village for us, and also picking off any stray people that are hiding away. What? You came here to save her. I figured you would. I figured you'd be looking for her. I still think she's the girl in the cloak, by the way, but we can deal with that when we get back. But well, I found one person. You'll be happy. I let 5 people go. The price for their life was telling me where she was at. So I went and I looked up Jessica, and I found her. And she was the first person that I made sure was bathed in my hellfire on behalf of you. And then I cut her down. First, her hands. And then her elbows. Then at her shoulders. Then her feet. And then her knees. Then right at her hips. And then right down the center of her sternum. And then finally her head. I'm pretty sure by the time I got there, she's in enough shock she didn't feel it, but it was satisfying nonetheless. And then I bathed her in my hellfire, and I let the undead sit there and play with her because I didn't want to run the risk of bringing her back from the dead and then having to deal with what that could be. Yes, it felt nice. Look, anyone who would reject you, anyone who would send you away, anyone who wouldn't show you the love and desire. Why do you care about these people? Do you know what that king did to you? He sent you into death. He sent you to me. He sent you there to kill me. Or to be killed by me. And then even if he did manage to kill me, rest assured he would do to you what he's done to every other person who's come in that lair. And I've sent away. Because you know what? Before I started killing them, I sent them away. Then when I found out it didn't matter, once they got back, he would kill them. And some of them I sent back with mementos that would show that he probably killed me. And then I was prepared to leave and run away. And he killed them and told everybody that he had killed me. And then I had to go show everybody I existed. And I thought maybe if they saw I was still alive, they would see what a tyrant, lying piece of trash he is. And they didn't. They didn't. Instead, they feared him more. Why? I'll never know. They are sheep. They are people who will turn on you. They are people who do not care. They will let him sit there. And do you know how much debt he is in? He owes so much to all the kingdoms around him. And he has used you guys. He has fleeced his people. And now you guys are running dry. He has nothing left that he can take from you guys. And yet he sits there in opulence while you guys are living in famine and squalor and dying and in disease. And he's waiting. He's hoping. He keeps throwing out stuff to keep you guys chugging along. Because so long as you guys are chugging along, then he can continue living how he wants to live. He's not for the people. He's not trying to see you guys live in any kind of happiness. He doesn't want you educated enough to know better. He doesn't want you guys to have any kind of hope that it could be better, because hope is deadly to him. Hope would mean you guys would rise up. But I saw that spark in you. I saw that you were willing to do what needed to be done, and that's what made you so perfect. It made you so perfect. It's what made me want to put my hand right on your head. It's what made me want to just run my claws over your cheek and scratch right at your jawline, run my fingers through your hair. It's what made me fall in love with you, between that and those beautiful eyes. I knew that you would be a better king than he could ever be. You're a better leader because you don't want it. He wants it because he wants the life it could give him, but he doesn't care about the people that he is in charge of. He doesn't care if you guys live. He only cares that when he wakes up tomorrow, he gets everything that he wants. You guys are nothing but possessions to him. So this all had to go. Because you know what? If I removed him, if I killed him, if I took your plan, yeah, you want to know why that wouldn't work? Because then his son would take over, and his son would be angry at me for killing him. And then if I get rid of him, his son will kill me, or his uncle, or his cousin, or whoever, or maybe some other person will want to rise up and be like, look, I'm going to go get the king killer. So everything has to go. It has to be literal scorched earth. Do you know what happens after a forest fire? Everything grows back better. The ground is richer. The soil is nicer. The earth remembers the trauma of the fire. But it comes back with nicer things. That is what we're being charged with, baby. That is what we're meant to do. We are the reset button for this kingdom. We are everything this place needs. So as it burns, even though you hear those screams, even though you will not be able to unsee everything that you saw tonight, and baby, I didn't want you to see all this. I'm used to this. I know that this is new to you, but this is just me being what I was meant to be. This is just the way of life. So, I have a choice for you. And you get to decide whether or not you like or dislike this. But you can absolutely give me your comment right now. Do you want to forget tonight? Or do you want to remember it and use it as you become a dragon boy? And have it be the catalyst to help you be who you're supposed to be and remember what we're supposed to do. We hit the reset button when it's needed. So that humanity, the earth, so that everything lives in the balance. You know? Sometimes, well, a lot of times, those of us who have to do such things are viewed as bad guys, but you need us in order for things to start anew. Let's make the world and the people around here appreciative of what they have. Or you can go to forget it, and you can go back and run your people. Then when you're wondering what happened, we can say there was a big fire. I can come up with some excuse that'll make sense. Hell, I can use some fae magic to make this place look normal to everybody else until it goes back to being normal. You make that decision. But for now, I have to send you back. Oh, you're not the only one who knows all those little fae tricks. It's a cheap parlor trick to send you back there. Goodbye, my love. No. I've got plenty more work to do around here. And, well, I'm not gonna lie. I do take some fun and pleasure out of some of it. I promise you I'll only torture the ones that deserve it. Goodbye, my darling. Hey guys, Zena Alexander here. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been joining our Discord. It has been a lot of fun. Remember, again, chill vibes. Leave negativity at the door. We're here for a fun party, get to know each other. But outside of that, it's been a blast. We are almost at 3,000 people, which I I say this with a channel of almost 30,000, but it's still mind-blowing that it's one thing to watch videos on YouTube. It's another thing to join a community and get to know each other. We have tons of VAs. It's not just me. There's other VAs on the server as well that you can get to know. So there's always someone to talk to. It's always pretty jumping in there. It is more jumping American nights because quite a few of us are American, but we do have a big amount of Europeans on there. A lot of Germans, lots of Aussies, lots of people from the UK. You guys are taking over. There's been a joke about how you guys are invading and the British invasion is on. Super cute. Love it because I personally love the Aussie British accents. I think they're super cute. And we have a surprising number of French people that are popping up too, which, I mean, there's a lot of people in France. There's a lot that have been popping up on the server. So it's been fun. Thank you guys. Motivation for, or rather inspiration for today's audio. I know some people are like upset that she's going a little yandere, and she absolutely went yandere this time, but greedy dragon that hoard stuff. I felt that that is a natural progression for the character type, but also me. I'm a very jealous person. So if my characters tend to go soft yandere or get more possessive, remember I do videos that are based on my life. And I am a very, very insecure in relationships and jealous person. And I absolutely had a relationship with someone who was friends with their ex. And it was a very difficult for me to handle and to deal with and to not jump to conclusions all the time. And it did lead to quite a few arguments that were 100% my fault and my insecurities. And I'm very glad that I've gotten to a place now where, and I can recognize the hypocrisy in it, because every single one of my exes I talk to, and am friends with. There was a brief period where I didn't talk to a bunch of them because of a relationship that I was in. But I try to keep friendships. I try not to burn too many bridges. But at the same time, if I'm with someone, I'm like, no, why are you talking to that person? It's just scary because there's that history. There was a point when you guys were attracted to each other and you both said yes to this. And, it's hard. It's hard. And, I also wanted to play on the, sometimes you have to hit the reset button. And for me, again, this doesn't have to do with relationships, but I have moved a lot. A lot of people are surprised when I tell them, I'm from Texas. This is the East Texas accent there that I have. Then I tell them I don't live there. They're like, but you have Texas accents, because I moved, and I've moved multiple times. Even in Texas, I grew up in East Texas, and then I did high school in San Antonio, because my parents split. And then I've really moved all over the world. I've lived in so many different places and traveled so many different places. So I understand the reset, because I tend to run. I am a runner. I am a serial runner when it feels like an spot that I'm in. And it goes back to my high school days when I was homeless and I was going from friend group to friend group, because I didn't want any one particular friend group to know that I was homeless. Because if one person clued in and then they started gossiping, everyone in that friend group would know. So I kept all my relationships surface level. And when things felt like people were getting to know me too much, I would go run to another friend group and start sleeping over at their houses. So I had a place to stay that was safe each night. And then I would go to another friend group, which ended up making it look like I was super popular, but I was somehow really well known in my school, but also no one knew anything about me. No one knew that I was never going back home to my mom's house. I was never going to talk to her again. No one knew the catalyst of what caused that. No one knew that I had all of these internal familiar problems, because I never let anyone in. So yay, fun for me. So I thought it was interesting to take that dynamic and put it into the story and have it where she feels like she has to hit the reset button because she's tired of moving. And that happened with me too. When I got to a certain point in my adulthood, it was, okay, I don't need to keep moving just because I broke up with someone and I don't want to run into them again. Or I feel like too many people in this area are beginning to know things about me. Nothing that's bad. It's just, I have this innate fear of people getting to actually know too much about me. I will hit the pause button and not talk to them for a bit. Because it's scary. It's legitimately terrifying to me. So yay, fun times. All of this is Xena admitting she's completely batshit crazy. Anyways, I've been babbling for a bit. So, I love you guys to death. Sorry for the info dump. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.